Miria awoke with her face nestled in Kale's chest. There was a strange, delicious lethargy about it all, curled up in a warm, downy sleeping bag, enjoying the slow, rhythmic rise and fall of his chest. There was a temptation to stay like that for as long as she possibly could, to surrender motion, energy, pursuit, and anxiety for glorious sloth. In fact, for a moment she forgot why she even wanted to get up in the first place. Couldn't she just stay here forever? Safe, sound, quiet? She sighed contentedly, scanning the interior of the van with her bright teal eyes. And then her eyes fell on the cracks in the windshield, and she suddenly remembered why she was here. Olon, Rhea, Nala, Garland, Raxon, Burl, Edric. She found her gauntlet lying on the floor an arm's reach away and slid her hand into it. Holograms sprang to life as she called up the files that constituted her spellbook, a bizarre combination of the elaborate notes of warp slingers from the Confederacy, and scattered diagrams full of kanji and occult symbols, wild, crazy, scattered notes that could only begin to point at personal gnosis. Slowly, she unzipped the sleeping bag, found her clothes, and dressed. As the files flitted past her eyes, she murmured incantations to herself, gathering energy, locking things into her mind, partially completing rituals, requiring only a few more words to complete. When they were finally all settled in her brain and she'd refreshed the squid's water, she took careful aim with the Arakeen bottle and splashed Kale across the face.
Wake up, sailor. I get the feeling we've got a long drive ahead of us.
Welcome to Swords Against Madness, an experiment in gonzo storytelling and solo roleplaying. I'm playing a solo game of swords and wizardry, amplified by other classic role-playing games like Traveller, and accompanied by solo role-playing tools like the Mythic Game Master emulator. First I play the game, then I turn it into a psychedelic sword and planet audio drama for your entertainment. Swords and Wizardry is based on the original 1974 through 1977 rules to Dungeons & Dragons. It is trippy, fast-paced, and lethal, just the way I like it. There will be no protection for player characters when the dice decide that their number is up. But I do keep this story PG, or at least what passed for PG in the 1980s. If you didn't see it in Temple of Doom, Goonies, or Gremlins, you won't hear about it here. So reload that three-bladed sword. Get comfortable in your studded leather kirtle or your chainmail bikini. Fire up the wizard band. It's time to get weird. One thing that's absolutely true about a long D&D campaign is players leave a lot of loose threads, unfinished business, or opportunities for the next player characters to sort things out. One of my favorite things to do over the years has been to go back over things that have happened in previous campaigns and bring them forward to the present. My home campaign, World of Xen, is a study in this. Xen started as a nameless throwaway D&D world that I ran a couple of campaigns in. And then I moved on, or so I had thought. But as my next handful of campaigns played, I thought of old NPCs, especially immortals and strange beings, and brought them forward. Villains who had been small problems in one campaign came back to be major ones in the next. And slowly, carefully, I started taking all of my world maps and figuring out how I could slip them all together to form one world. And then I started playing with a timeline. How could I fit them all together? And how could I take some of my favorite material from published campaigns and slot it in there as well? To make it all work, I've had to stretch campaigns apart by thousands of years at times. The deeds of previous player characters become the heroic legends of the next. The lost, wondrous treasures become magic items that previous player characters had lost along the way. And royal families can often trace their bloodlines back to players played years before. In time, I built a world with a continent the size of North America, with a large, sophisticated, mostly geographically sensible map, and over 4,000 years of history that allowed all my campaigns to exist in one place. Some of the player characters from past campaigns are now deities in the current one. And at least one incredibly reckless set of player character actions are now remembered as a major cataclysm that reshaped the land. But my big rule when I stitched Xen together was that player characters always had to have a lasting impact. They always had to leave something behind for the next group to find. And since then, I've had an opportunity to run a number of campaigns set in Xen that build the world further and further, with the last 23 or 24 years of D&D carefully arranged into a world that has continuity now. If you're particularly curious, I'll put my campaign Bible up on the website to have a look at. I have yet to decide if Nar isn't an island far off the coast of the continent of Xen or not. I've left large blanks on the map in purpose, allowing me to create uncharted islands and mysterious far-off lands to be the homes of my next adventures. And of course, not all of it has to stitch together perfectly. But from the moment I conceived of the Wizard Van, I knew that this was a loose end from some previous adventuring group. That it was going to come with a memory of its own, an unfinished business. After all, a magician capable of making something like the Wizard Van couldn't just vanish into thin air unless he really wanted to. And as I have advanced, I've begun to weave that story into this one. So I want you to sit back, relax, cast your minds back about 50 years, and listen to a tale that starts in San Juan Bautista, California. (2,749 years ago), Earth, rural California.
Hey, turn it down. Do you want old man Stewart to call the cops on us?
Jesus, Tom. For a usually cool guy, you can be a real wet blanket sometimes.
Look, I brought you and Tina up here, didn't I? Just do me a favor and don't get me arrested.
You need to work on the whole turn off part of the tune in, turn off, and drop out equation, brother.
It's turn on, tune in, and drop out, doofus.
Come on, Silas. Let him play with this telescope. It's getting boring back here.
Just keep your motor running, babe. I'll be with you in a minute. Let me enlighten our good friend and gracious host here.
Enlighten me, huh?
Consider me your own personal Buddha.
You're getting there around the middle, Norker.
Look, man, you are way too high-strung for your own good, and a damn sight too nerdy. What is the point of having a brand new airbrushed shagwagon if all you're ever going to do is take it out in the middle of nowhere to go stargazing? It's sad that the only guy making out in this thing is me.
What do you recommend, oh great Buddha?
First, puff puff give. Find a better hobby. Let Tina set you up with her cousin, man. As long as you keep doing his nephew's homework for him, old man Stewart doesn't give a damn about what we do up here.
As long as we don't interrupt his sleep with loud music.
Yeah? Fine. Tina and me, we could bring up a tent. Naturally, you get to give the bench seats a proper workout. We all listen to some Sabbath and get stoned. You would be a new man.
Dude, I bring you and Tina up here. I leave you to do whatever in the back seat. I do my research. I don't see why you want to rock the boat.
Are you two gonna psychoanalyze each other all night, or what?
Tina, your shirt.
What shirt? Hell, Silas, let him at least get an eyeful. Pass it. Seriously, Tom, we are grateful for you bringing us up here. Anything to be away from the love triangle of Mom, Dad, and Prince Valium. But it's gonna be a little weird, yeah? Let me set you up with Dee Dee. She's a great girl, and I think she'd like you. And she's easy.
I dunno.
Jesus, I didn't think I'd ever meet a guy who would jump at the chance of being set up with a camping trip with Dee Dee. Whatever you're doing with all this stuff must be really interesting.
If I get this right, I'm gonna cinch my admission into Stanford. I've been tracking some radio noise that I think is a meteor. This shower isn't right. A meteor storm, maybe? From some public info from Westerbrook and my own rig here. If all the math I'm doing is right, this storm hasn't been anywhere near Earth in thousands of years. But it might be responsible for some weird minerals we have right here in these hills, and no one's talking about it. I might have been the first to detect it. I might have even invented a whole new tool for detecting meteors.
Don't let him get started, baby. He'll talk your ear off about Buckminster Fuller and some guy called Hawking all night. Only thing he nerds out about more are comics and war games.
Astrophysics will pay better, though.
So when's this storm supposed to pass by?
I'm not sure exactly. Any time now. I've been up here every day for the last week trying to get some proof that...
Wow!
Brother, I think you just got your proof.
It's so beautiful! The colors!
I don't believe it. I actually did it. And I have proof. Tina, I'm gonna get my video camera out. You might want to,
Huh? Oh, yeah.
This is Thomas Foreman. It's May 9th, 1974. And I'm hopefully getting a recording of a meteor shower over San Benito County, California. This tape will come along with radiometric and my own unique gravimetric readings, along with descriptions of my apparatus and public data from Westbrook Radio Telescope to...
Did you see that?
It looked like one actually came down a couple of fields away.
Quick, help me get my gear into the van. I want to see if I can find it. I've been trying my whole life to do something to make myself stand out. And I never could get anyone's attention. 18 years of nothing. And now this!
Over there! It's glowing!
Careful. It might be radioactive or something.
What is this strange feeling?
This doesn't make any sense. My gravimeter's going nuts. It's like this thing is bending time and space around it.
What about radiation, Tom? You got a Geiger counter and all this stuff?
Why the hell would I have a Geiger counter? Here, pass me the Johnny can. I'm not gonna touch it with my hands, just in case. and pull a cartridge out of the Polaroid.
What are you doing?
Poor man's radiation detector. If I put the film next to the meteor and it exposes, then it's radioactive. No? No. It's not hot.
Then why is it glowing?
It must be made of some kind of fluorescent material. It's almost perfectly round, too. Like a big ball of green crystal.
This is amazing.
Let's see if it glows different under black light. Maybe that will tell us why it's glowing. What was that?
Did that thing just make a noise when you put the light on it?
Only one way to find out. Is everyone okay?
Tina? Babe, you alright?
Ow. I'm okay. What the hell just happened?
Did something just hit the van?
Wait, why is the sun up?
Guys? Where are we?
This episode of Swords Against Madness was written and performed by Brian C. Rideout, and played using the Mythic Game Master emulator by Tana Pigeon, and the Swords and Wizardry fantasy role-playing game by Mythomir Games. In this episode, I was joined by the vocal talents of two of my Monday Night D&D crew. Craig Husebo played the voice of Silas, and Katrina Rideout provided the voice of Tina. Sound effects in this episode come from the Pixabay library, as well as the Krotos Fundamentals and Krotos Starter audio libraries, and are used in accordance with their respective licenses. The opening theme to this episode was King Edward by Mr. Smith, a Creative Commons by attribution song distributed through the Free Music Archive. It also featured Eternal Nightmare Initiation, the original theme to the series, which I created using the Suno AI. It also includes a number of songs from Pixabay, including Opus 7 by Kristen Guitar, Yukul by Alexander Nakarada, Vintage Rock by Twisterium, Dawning Desert Heat by Alessia Davina, Orchestral Sci-Fi Suspense Undertone by Cyberwave, and Acid Core by Jumping Bunny, all used in accordance with the Pixabay license. If you like what I'm doing and enjoy solo role-playing games, come on over to soloroleplayernetworks.com, where I'm joined by over a dozen more people creating podcasts like these. Most of them aren't nearly as weird as I am, but I enjoy every last one of their creations. I love hearing from you all, and I make myself available on X at SwordsVMadness, and through email at swordsvmadness@stormheadproductions.ca. Thanks as always for listening. And as usual, play hard, roll high, and think weird.